Good morning. Welcome back to Beauty from Ashes. I'm Ashley and I'm so glad you're here. I slept in this morning and I didn't have children's church because we had VBS, and so they gave the volunteers off this Sunday. And so last night, honestly, my body was just like, I need rest. And so I told Justin, I was like, you know what? I don't think that we should go to church tomorrow. We should just watch it on TV. And he was like, okay, yeah, we love to go and worship. It is our favorite part about going to church. But he was like, yeah, we can just worship at the house. And so this morning I woke up. I now, something that I do that I can just share is when I wake up in the morning, when my eyes, before they even opened, I will start talking to God, because for, I think, most of my life that I can remember, when I would wake up in the morning, I would be completely nauseous. I would feel terrible. Honestly, like sometimes I wouldn't even be able to get out of the bed because I would feel so bad. Um, and over time, I have realized that it was because that I was so anxious about the day and what the day would bring, and all that I had to do as a mom, as a wife, as just, going back to work when I went so long without going to work. And so I would see things, God would show me things. And one of the things that my mom shared with me, some people that I saw on Instagram would share with me, is the two most important things, to get your mind right is in the morning and at night. The first thing you think about and the last thing you think about before you go to wake up in the morning and go to sleep. And the most important thing to me was Jesus. And so, there are some things that'll say, you can journal about whatever. And I started there, if I'm honest with you. I started with, you know, just wanting my anxiety to go away, versus now my focus is go to God first. Bring him all of the things that I have to do for that day, and he will be there and walk with me through them. Because another thing that I have realized is there are things that I have to do that I don't really particularly want to do, or situations that get presented to me that are really, really difficult. And I have to figure out how to do them. And I used to pray them away. I used to pray, okay, God, I don't want this situation to come because I don't want to deal with the conflict. Or God, just get me through this season immediately. And he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. He doesn't promise to take those hard times, those difficult times away. What he does promise, though, is that he is there with you through it. And he is. Because when I wake up in the morning now, I immediately say, good morning, God. Thank you for waking me up. Help me to not get consumed with what I have to do today. It's the first thing I say. Sometimes I just talk to him like I'm talking to my mom on the phone. And this morning I did it like I do every other Sunday, or every other day. Today's Sunday. That's why I said that. And this morning, because I didn't go to church, I noticed that I didn't feel guilty for it. I woke up, I try not to get my phone, but we had a family group chat. So I pulled it up, both families actually, my husband's family and my family. And my mom sent a devotional in there. And she is like me, and we do like 3 or 4 devotionals a morning. And so she sent one, and it was so, 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 so good. And it just uplifted me, like it encouraged me. And then God placed it on my heart that I used to think that if I didn't go to church on Sunday morning, that God was mad at me. And honestly, I just would feel bad if I didn't go. And when I got in the routine of, okay, I went and then I didn't go for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm like, oh my gosh, people probably think that I'm the worst Christian ever and I can't go back. And I think that stopped me from going back, because sometimes there are those judgments, even though there shouldn't be. There should not be those judgments. And that is why I'm making this video, is because right now I'm not at church. I'm reading my devotionals, my 3 devotionals that I got going on. And I am closer to God than I have ever been in my life. And I just want to share that you don't have to be at church on Sunday morning and Wednesday night and whenever the doors open to be close with God. It's a lie. Now, I am also not saying that it's not important, because it is extremely important to me. I do the kids church and I do it Sundays and Wednesdays now. But during the summer, they don't have Wednesday nights. But it is important to me. If I am out of town or I feel sick and I don't go for a Sunday, now listen, I am dying to go back to see those kids. They mean the world to me. And so it is also important for me to go and be around, people at my church. They're very uplifting. I have so many friends that have helped me through this journey. And I don't think I'd be here without them. But I also know now that even if I don't go to church, even if I do miss Sundays and Wednesdays, God isn't mad at me. He isn't ashamed of me. He doesn't think any less of me. And God just placed it on my heart to say that, because for so long, that's my daughter in the background playing with her toy. I'm so sorry. And I call my Mia, my little girl dog, I call her my daughter. So that's who I was talking about. But I just wanted to get on here and make that very, very, very clear. And honestly, this morning, I feel so close with him this morning. Mia, stop. I'm so sorry. I feel so close with him this morning, closer than I've ever felt with him, because I just do life with him moment to moment. I really do. I read in one of my devotionals this morning, it says, I want you to pray your way through each day and completely rely on my help at all times. I care about every detail in your life. Choose to call upon me in your hour of need and lean on me to give you strength and power. And that is what I do. I pray continuously. When there is a situation that comes to me and I don't know what to do, instead of reaching for my phone like I used to call, my husband, my best friend, whoever, first I go to God. First I'm like, all right, God, what do you want me to learn in this situation is something I ask myself. How can I help in this situation? And sometimes when I am very, very frustrated or someone gets me very angry, because that still happens, I pray. I'm like, okay, God, take this from me, because I'm still human and I still have those feelings, and those feelings don't just go away when you're close with God. Unfortunately, I wish they did, but they don't. But you can pray through them and your reaction can be completely different. And that, my life is a example of that, of how my reaction to things and people and situations has gone from one extreme to, I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle. It's a work in progress for sure. But I just am so, so grateful. And so I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that everyone out there who sees this, if you see this on a Sunday or honestly any day, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day and know that you are not alone and you never were.